That's called feedback. Oh, hello. Oh, God. Why? Why is it tripping out? It's tripping. Well, hello, Mario Luigi, Ops, 2 Princess. Crap those cheeks. That's an amazing name. Jesus Christ. That's an amazing name. Holy shit. Yeah, it's called a, why? Why do you keep doing this to me? Maybe if I just lock it onto me, maybe it'll quit tripping. Don't trip. I sit down. Can you see what's going on? No, you can't. God dang it.
Wait, what? You look like a dad with that shirt.
Well, I am a dad.
Huh?
I said I am a dad.
I know, right? You just... I'm looking at you in the video. Diddy.
I ain't a Diddy, but I am a dad.
No, not a... You know it.
Diddy screwed that one. Literally. Guess how many M? What?
And what?
Yeah, M what? What are you talking about? How many M? There's... I only see one M in your name, bro. What the fuck, dude? Every time I see that emoji, it gets me, man. What the fuck? Weird. Yeah, it's pretty funny, bro. Huh? For shirts, like price wise or shipping, put $5.99 for that one. Yeah, your flipping name is hilarious, dude. That was $5.99, yeah. Yeah, I haven't put price on any of those yet.
Okay.
If you're gonna get everything but the price good, then it'll be fine. I gotta do a little research. Is the audio working? Can you hear me fine?
Huh?
Will like very interested as my fingers crossed. I'm tripping. Dog, you sound like you're tripping. What are you tripping on?
Why?
Try to find out if the audio is working. Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay, good. What are you tripping on, bro? Let me guess. Shrooms. Mario, Luigi, get it? Oh my god, it did it again! Why does it keep doing this? It just randomly shoots up. I don't know why it does that. Like, it's not even on where it's supposed to do anything. Candy, you did not hear that, plugs my ears. Bro, are you using like a translator or what? Because you're fucking cryptic as shit. I don't understand what's going on right now. I'm so confused. I don't know. No, you might want to. Why did you do it again? My finger is written out. For real, I don't understand this. Kill it off for a second. Oh, what was that? I think something be off here. I don't know. It's tripping out for real. Okay. Maybe. Dude, I don't know. Like, this is wild. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I have it on a gimbal. It's on the Flow 2 Pro. And it's an AI gimbal, so it's one of those ones where it'll, like, track you. But I don't even have that turned on right now. I just have it sitting on the gimbal. I think it's because I had it, like, I don't know. I really don't know why it kept doing what it was doing. All right, maybe we're done with the nonsense. Maybe that'll do it. Pull it up a little bit. All right, that should be. That should be good. That should fix whatever the heck is going on here. Yeah, I'm in frame. It's all right. Let me cast this to the TV. Heck no, I ain't gonna cast this to the TV. Oh, you almost got me again. I thought it did it again. No, it's not even on. It did it again. What is this thing do? It just keeps doing it. And now it's just like constantly doing it. All right. Give me a second, boys. I've got to figure out what in the world is going on with this janky gimbal. I'm gonna get like a coffee cam for a second, because holy crap, this is driving me nuts. Just put you in the slot here.
Set it up against the wall.
I can, but what's the point of a freaking gimbal if it don't work? All right, that's where it pegs out. I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna hit this. All right. All right. Okay. All right. That's got to be it. That's got to fix it. That's got to fix whatever the hell is going on here with this wild garbage. Just go down a little bit. A little bit. Oh, now it's tracking me. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Turn it around. All right, now we're not going to track. Hey, now we're gonna go right there. Twist a little bit of twist in there. All right. What? Dog, you're making me feel like I'm tripping. Like, what are you saying? Are you using a translator, or are you really tripping that hard, man? Like, I am not understanding what you're saying, dude. I'm not understanding the words coming out of your mouth. So confused. Wasn't trying to what? RV boss man, dude. You're like, I don't even know what's going on right now. You ain't gotta apologize. I just don't know what's going on, dude. I'm sorry, I don't understand what's happening right now, dude. I don't. Put it on something. Put it on iSong. Mean Tall. I don't. You know, I'm confused. I'm so confused. Does anybody else in here get what's going on? I don't understand what's going on.
Why don't you ask him where he's from?
Yeah, where you from, bro? Mario, Luigi, Ops, 2 Princess, Kraxos, Sheiks.
Hey, what's the Lee Davidson item condition?
What?
What's this item's condition?
Fair. It's got 2 holes in the front of it. It's got thrashed on the title. Alright. So there's 5 people here. What's going on, everybody? Howdy doody. You gonna tell me if somebody said something? I need to use my camera. Hey! Probably flipping. Adjust your. I don't want to give that away. Yeah, you probably should. I did. I had to on my other one.
How do I change it?
I don't really know. I think you have to change your Gmail. Not that it matters, but. Oh my god, it did it again! Why? It's haunted. I don't understand this. I don't get why it keeps like flopping up. I'll flip and get a warranty on this damn thing. I don't understand this. I'm about to swap over to the DJI. I don't need it to do anything. Oh my god, it did it again. Alright, I'm changing gimbals. I'm changing gimbals, guys. We're changing gimbals. This is too much. I don't understand what's going on. I'm gonna have to do like an update on this thing, something. This thing is tripping out. Who is that? Floyd. Oh, those ideas for some, yeah. Like dresses, I guess. All right. I'm done with this. We're changing gimbals. We're on the Flow 2. We're going over to the DJI. What? Yeah, it is. I saw there's a bunch of. All right. Swap. Okay. Now. Oh my God. How many issues am I gonna have with a stupid camera tonight? What an expensive piece of junk. I don't know what's going on with this thing. It better figure it out though. It better figure it out. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is happening right now? Stop it. Stop it. Recalibrate. Come on. There we go. I'm not even trying to use the bits now. I'm just trying to get it to stay in one spot. All right, done with all that nonsense. Hello again there, Mario. Luigi, two princess. Mario, Luigi, Ops, two princess. Crap those cheeks. Bring it over a little bit. Adjust. Oh my God, this thing is crap. You know, see, that's the only problem with the DJI is it doesn't have, but so far, for a distance here, like you can't go 360 with it like you can on the Pro. You can only go, I think, 180. Children, kids, sour friends. Is this supposed to be like emojis that's not popping up or some crap? Yes, I have children, and I do have friends-ish. It's actually somewhat available. My wife's friend, but... Now we got a wag. Yeah, dude, I'm trying to adjust the camera. I'm having all kinds of issues with the camera. I don't know what's going on here. It's a gimbal. That's what it is. It's a phone holder gimbal that I have an old iPhone on. And this was the one that I was using, which is a brand new Insta360 Flow 2 Pro. It's got all the fancy bells and whistles. That's on right now is a DJI 7P, Mobile 7P. So that's the cheaper one, and supposed to be not the better one, but this one, you see what it was doing. It just kept floating up for some reason. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to, if I had it on like tracking, maybe it might trip out and float up occasionally, but it's not really, I didn't have tracking. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. Oh. Did you figure it out? Get on Chrome and cast it to the TV so I can see it on there. Hey, what up? Trying to get the chat up in another place where I can use my phone to actually do my job. It's so spicy in here right now. Hey! Did you do it on Chrome or did you do it on Firefox?
Put it on Chrome.
Okay.
That's what capacity.
It ain't working. You did photo TV? Yeah, okay, alright, there we go. There we go. What's up, everybody? And it didn't do it. Yeah, I killed him off. There it is. What are you doing? I am taking photos of stuff for my eBay store. Oh, this is a. Holy crap, it's hot. What'd it do?
What?
I was saying, what'd it do? Hello? Shipping? You can put $4.99. It's small. $4.99, yeah, or $5. Put $5.99. Somebody juiced me down $1. So I got one another way. God, it's so hard to get the color balance sometimes. There's like 8 people in here, supposedly. Hello, everybody. Welcome to late night work. Right now, I'm taking photos of a Patagonia terry cloth AC yarn dye shirt. Pretty nice. It's got this really nice stretchy like fabric. I got a few of them apparently. I didn't realize I had that many. Have I missed anything?
What?
Has anybody said anything that I missed?
No.
Of course not. Anybody talking? You still hear booty clapping Mario, Luigi, cheeks?
What's up, everyone? What's the 411? Yellow, yellow.
I love cheese. I like cheese too. Cheese is pretty good.
What kind of?
Yeah, what kind of cheese? Any cheese? I don't like American cheese. It's about the only cheese I don't like. It's not really cheese though, is it? More of a cheese byproduct. The best kinds, bruh. Connoisseur. Connoisseur. Manchego. What the hell's Manchego cheese, dude? I have never had Manchego. I've never even heard of Manchego. I like a nice Wensleydale. Wouldn't you say, Gromit?
Oh, I know what cheese that is.
What? What?
I just never had it. No, maybe I have.
Breaking news. Montego is the king of cheese. Never had it, dude. I'm gonna have to have it now. Now we're gonna be at the grocery store and I'm gonna see it and I'm gonna go, God dang it, we gotta buy it now. It's a sweet cheese? What do you eat said cheese with if it's a sweet cheese? Do you eat it like on sandwiches?
It's a sheep's milk cheese.
A sheep's milk cheese. Okay. Have you ever had lamb? Tastes nothing like deer, that's for sure. I'm gonna have to give it a go, dude. You got me wondering, like, what do you eat it with?
Why do you say that?
You know, my mom.
I know. Why did you say?
What do you eat it with? Do you eat it on a cracker or what?
That's fruits and nuts.
Fruits and nuts. So you eat it like on fruits? What fruit would you eat it on? Do you put it on the fruit? Do you eat it with the fruit? Do you take a bite of it, then take a bite of the nut? What do you do? Like, how does one devour Montego? When you eventually get to that orange AC dye shirt, it doesn't just eat it. Child. Just eat it. Don't let your cheese be dreams. Just eat it. AC 89. We get to that orange one though, it doesn't have a tag on it. I'm just assuming it's an XL. Based on all the recent ones I have done. It ain't easy being easy, dude. It ain't easy. Blue cheese. Yeah, I ain't a blue cheese fan at all. Never been a blue cheese fan. Not even like with wings or anything, dude. And I've tried it. I've tried to embrace the blue cheese. I just cannot do it. I got buddies that gobble that crap down with wings, and I just can't do it, man. Can't do it. I like nice ranch with some hot wings. But I don't like no blue cheese. Blue cheese is gross, dude. It really is. Blue cheese is the bastard son of cheese. It's not really cheese. It's just pretending to be cheese. It is. It's not real cheese.
What is it?
Blue cheese. It's like well, you know, one time I found this meteor that descended from We're from that part of town, though. I tell you what. That's about 31, 31.
I've never seen Joe Dirt.
Honestly, I don't think you're missing anything.
Huh?
I don't think you're missing anything. It's not particularly hilarious.
What's his face?
It's oh
David
god,
Spade.
David Spade, yeah. Backstep, Patagonia backstep. That's what this one is. Yeah, I'll let you have Montego as the king of cheeses, but blue cheese is the worst of the cheeses. It's at the bottom. Actually, Joe Dirt Dane. I don't know, dog. My wife's never seen it. My wife's over here in the corner. She's doing the listings for me. She's doing computer work. But
What?
I said, you're doing the computer work. You're over there. She's in the chat too.
Oh yeah, I'm over there.
She's the one who got the chat up. Who says hello, sexy? Well, hello there. I can't see the name. What's the name?
Amor.
Oh, Amor is back. Well, hello, Amor. Yeah, wife's in the chat. Wife's the one texting in the chat. But wife has never seen Joe Dirt. We've have you seen? Is your wife Kim Possible?
What?
Why would you say the Kim Possible thing? She does love Kim Possible.
What?
She said, "Is your wife Kim Possible?" If you like Kim Possible, hold on. I'll show you something cool. I have to break it out. Who has a 1/6 model flipping Kim whatever head? She's gonna be headless. Shit. Or arms. Don't have her head or her arms. Check it out. Yeah. I finished the head and I gotta paint the arms. And she's got these fancy flames that sit in her arms that are clear. But it's pretty big. It's pretty fancy.
I thought her leg just fell off.
It kind of did. Check it out. I gotta finish that. I have her hair and everything done. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's gonna fall if I leave it. I'm not gonna do that. Hold on. I 3D printed it and painted it. I hand airbrushed it. Freehand airbrushed it. Where is the hair? And the face. Her hair's freaking huge. I don't know how I can't find it. Oh, there it is. I don't know where her face. I think I was painting that. I haven't painted it. Ow! Oh, there's her face. I haven't, hold on, I'll put her together. I haven't finished it though. I haven't finished her. I've painted everything but her face and her hands. I haven't finished painting her arms. I am pretty country. I gotta put her together. Gosh darn it. I'm gonna get out here and put on it together. Son of a bitch. It's wild being able to understand the people that everybody goes, oh my God, I can't understand anything. Yeah, I get every word of it. Unless they're Cajun. I don't understand anything to do with Cajun. I'm so missing out. Let's see. She's pretty dope when she's put together. I'm pretty proud of it. Let me see. Huh? Oh, it's totally elite. Breakfast for dinner is my favorite. I eat every single day, and I exaggerate you not. I eat bacon, scrambled eggs, and some form of biscuit or toast. Usually biscuit. Actually, it's almost always biscuit.
I haven't made biscuits in a minute.
Would you make? I mean, we hadn't had biscuits in like 3 days because you made banana bread, banana muffins. Otherwise, it's biscuits every single day.
Bread, though.
I'm not knocking the banana bread. You're just acting like we never eat biscuits. We kill a bag of biscuits a month at least. And earlier than that, we kill a bag of biscuits every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, acting like we don't ever eat biscuits. Biscuits and gravy is a different thing, but we do eat biscuits like every single day.
Yeah.
We do eat biscuits and gravy like occasionally. It's more of an occasional thing. All right, I got her put together.
I like some pancakes too, though.
Yeah, she made banana bread muffins. They're amazing. Check her out though. She's pretty legit. She's 1/6 scale. She took, I think, like 4 or 5 days to print. Like, this is a long print. This is a super long print. I don't know if I'm gonna break. But I have to face for the hands. Everything else is almost done. I gotta finish painting her hands though. That I gotta do her streak of white in her hair.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, it does. I fucking love it. I think it looks cool. It's by CA3D, if you're wanting to print it. It's a lot of resin though. This is like almost a bottle of resin. This thing right here, it took about $20 to print myself, pretty much. Appreciate it. You ought to see some of the other stuff I printed. I printed, I've got her. I've got humongous Yoruichi. Hold on, I'll show you a couple of things. I'll show you a couple of my fancy prints. She doesn't set up very much on her own. It's a bad base. I haven't painted her yet, but this is what I printed. Yoruichi from Naruto. She's pretty huge. The base is what took so much on her. I probably could if I had the file for it.
That'd be cool.
I probably could if I had the file for it. This is by far the wackiest big one I have ever printed. This thing took a solid week almost to print, but it is a la carte from Helsing Ultimate. Hold on, I'll pull a camera down for him. He's pretty legit. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. She got a huge resin ass. Check him out though. Oh, don't trip out, camera. We ain't gonna do that. Oh, yeah, of course you are. You're gonna trip out all on me. Look at this. I'll just pop it off the gimbal for a second. He's been huge too. You see how big my hand is compared to him. He's a 6 scale model. And then, oh yeah, then there's that. The booty cheeks. Oh, her arm fell off. Cool. Where's her arm go? There it is. But I printed some pretty big stuff. I've got some big printers. These are my printers. I've been printing some stuff up there too. Printed him. Painted him. That's my army of tiny dudes I printed the other day. But anyway, all that being said, No! Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hit a button. I don't know what I hit, but I hit a button. I should have left the camera alone. That was a bad idea. But yeah. These are my giant things I printed.
Oh no.
What?
But you hit a phone call and I could possibly, but I was responding to the Jesus Christ one.
I hit a bum hole. Sometimes. Slip up and go in the wrong spot. But she got a bomb hole. Black and fat. Okay.
It's not even showing up on the track.
What is it? Black and fat thing?
Yeah, it's not showing up on there.
I don't know. I don't know why they're taking it off. They're like removing it as soon as they put it on there.
I guess, but I don't see it.
I don't know. For some reason, some of your comments are not showing up in the chat. Sorry about that. I'm only seeing it across the screen. I like bumhole. It tastes good. Okay.
That's an acquired taste, though.
It, you know, to each his own, dude. To each his own. I like to go north. Ain't down with brown boy.
He likes to go south to where it was. That's alright.
Hey, buddy, ain't nothing wrong with that. There's a hole for everyone, my man. There's a hole for everyone. I heard Preparation H feels good on the whole, you know.
You what?
You've never seen Austin Powers. What about Preparation H? Yeah, that one feels good on the whole.
I haven't seen all of them.
I've seen them all. They're great. That's another one. Fellow that was talking about Joe Dirt. Austin Powers is a good one. That's a great series. It's a shame that what's that fellow? Myers is a shame. It was about like Illuminati type crap. I don't know. It sucked. And it's his humor is just stupid humor, which you figure how the hell you mess up like stupid humor. It's just so bad. It's trying so hard to be something that is just suck. Just a big pile of suck. This is a backstep shirt. That's what I said. 540 listed, and what time is it for anybody in the chat? 'Cause it's flipping 1 o'clock in the morning for us. Hey! There we go. There's still a pretty good delay if that's just not hitting there. I can hear myself talking on yours, so I can tell how long the delay is. It's a pretty good delay. Should be. It's supposed to be low latency. I put it on low latency. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's yours, isn't it? I'm sorry, did you drop that? Blue clad backstep, hemp hiking, camping outdoor. Sure, there's a lot of people for nobody to be saying anything. Good God. Is there anybody out there? Boom. Boom, boom. I'd smoke the shirt. It's got enough hemp in it for me, boys. I'm looking up, I got a TV over here that I'm looking at the chat. So if anybody says anything, I'll look up at the TV to see what you said. Oh shit, I gotta do measurements. Anybody on the East Coast?
They got 24 people.
I know, I see that. There's a ton of people in there. There's a ton of people watching. I don't know what anybody talking. I'll talk shit. I don't even care. I got thick skin. Say whatever you please. This is a late night. Little baby boys should be up right now. Anybody else do eBay reselling, or did you find me on the shorts reel? Doom scrolling through the live feeds. I do it too. I can't say much. As much as I hate doing it, it's addictive. Got to get that dopamine. You guys like my makeshift packing device here? The Food Saver Game Saver Outdoorsman Plus? It does the job with a little bit of zest. really pops. That's what your mom sounded like. She's not. Yeah, sorry, jump scare. My bad. A little bit of ear rape going on there.
That hurt.
Yeah, that was her. Yeah, she hates it when I do that. She does that almost every time. She cannot stand when I make the squeal. Easy 90. I had to get the air out of it. Y'all really come just to watch me work? Is this what entertainment is now? This is watching people work? Just trying to talk to somebody. I'm bored. Excelente condition. Very good, very good. There's like 30 people in here. What are you all doing here? Supposed to be asleep. I told you to go to bed, boy. Maybe come in there and get you spanking. I'll come up in there and get you spank you real good. What is wrong with this shirt? Something's weird about this puppy. There's something funky going on with this fella. Something forshiggled about this puppy. Was everybody in here a bot or what? There's like been 20 people for forever in here. I'm so confused. Is this just like a new joke? Like, pop in and say nothing? 5, 22, 21. Patagonia, 5, 22, 21. This is a Patagonia 3 Trees ripstop. This is a 3 Tree shirt. Filter, so cool. Yeah, I see the dog in the background flipping out, chasing her tail. If you just showed up, this is where everybody comes in, says absolutely nothing, and stares at me while I walk, while I take pictures of clothing. Oh, this one doesn't have anything else. Oh, I gotta take a picture of the part. I gotta get the style code in there. Style code in there. Ain't nobody want. Everybody wants to know what the style is. We know what the ultimate cheese is. Montego, that cheese. What's the ultimate? What's next? What's the ultimate dessert? What's everybody's favorite dessert? I like ooey gooey bars. They're really delicious. or chest bars, some would call them. They do go about that as well. I am partial to a chest bar. And I like ice cream pretty good. I like taiyaki. That's a delicious, sumptuous meal. Sumptuous. Oh God, I hear Sump and I think of, I'm gonna get that song stuck in my head again. Have y'all heard that song by Sump and Men with the Hat? The suck me up if you want to, suck me from behind. Song gets stuck in my head. It's a good song though. It's a good song. It's the only song they have that I've heard and enjoyed. Every of the other ones were not quite my style, but I did like that one pretty good. It's wild. There's so many people in here and none of the normal people who stop by. Wow. If I didn't have a little counter on the top of the screen, I would not believe that there were 30 something here. Something people in here. What's up? What it do? We're gonna go all night, hang out. I just had 3 shots of espresso. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. And I've got piles and piles and piles and piles of clothes to do. So just want to hang out and watch a redneck sit and take pictures of clothing. This is your stream, baby. This is gonna be your stream, boys. Dang, I keep getting my labels wet. 27, that's my favorite number. Cool. There's 43 a minute ago. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Everybody's just hanging out, I guess.
I'll come say hi.
Come say hello. Wife is joining.
I gotta go get water.
Pull it up on your phone. I can only see it there. See if anybody says anything. Because I haven't seen anybody come across there. I don't know if the chat's broken or what, but I've seen nobody say anything. I have seen nothing. I don't know what the deal is. It's a bunch of looky-loos.
Hello from Dallas, Texas.
Hey, what's up? Dallas, Texas.
I've never been there.
Never been to Dallas? Well, yeah, I have. I've been to Dallas. I've been to Dallas for work. I flew into Dallas for work. I've been to that fancy Hilton that's got that piece of the, doesn't the Hilton over there have a piece of the Berlin Wall in it?
What?
Yeah, it does. They have a giant chunk of the Berlin Wall in one of the Hiltons over there. I stayed over there for a conference. I used to work for T-Mobile when they had a conference at that Hilton. And they had, it's a giant chunk of the Berlin Wall that they tore down when East and West Germany were reunited.
Why did they have it?
I don't know why they had it, but they had it. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure it's there. What did they say?
Where are you guys from?
We're in Alabama. Right next door, dude. Right next door.
Yeah.
We've been to Houston together. We've been to...
I've been to Houston a few times.
I accidentally drove into Texas one time, trying to come home from Louisiana, and realized I was going in the wrong direction. I did do that one time.
Did you say Alabama?
Yes, we are from Alabama. We are in Alabama. We're from and in Alabama. She is from South Alabama, I'm from North Alabama.
Yeah.
So she's from the more northern part, but it's down at the south part. and I'm from the more northern part, but it's more southern. It's a weird thing. It's like the further
Right
south.
on, Roll Tide.
What do you say, roll tide?
Yeah.
Roll tide! Raise hell, praise Dell, baby! Have you
Praise Dale, praise Dale.
Yeah.
Is that Talladega Nights? No.
Yeah, no, that's just
I've heard
Alabama.
it, but I didn't know
That's
where
just
it came
Alabama.
from.
That ain't Talladega Nights. This is Alabama. Praise hell, praise Dell!
Look, I was born and raised here, but my family is not from here. My family is from the north,
Just northern,
Indiana. I do have family in Texas, though. Well, my dad's side's from Alabama, but you know. I wasn't really big on football. My whole family was like Auburn.
I am from nothing but Alabama. My parents from Alabama.
I've been to Mobile, Alabama. It was scary. You are not
Oh
wrong.
yeah, no, I used to work in Mobile. I used to work over in Mobile off of DIP.
I lived there for
Yeah,
a brief period of time.
Yeah, I used to live off DIP, and you ought to look up what that is. Oh man, dude, that's I've seen some things there. I used to work for you can look it up, BMW of Mobile.
It's so tight.
Oh, I can tell.
You're eating, please.
But yeah, Mobile is sketchy as shit. So is like Pritchard over there. Pritchard's sketchy. No. Pritchard's sketchy and poopy. We're trying not to curse so much around one our kid. And if I do it now, I'll do it later. And two, just in general, probably shouldn't. It's not Scott 01. Is it Scott? No, it's Scott. Is it Scott Gaming? No, it's a different Scott. Well, hello, new Scott. We've had another Scott in here a few times. Scott Gaming, I think his name was.
That might be different.
I don't know. I don't have the chat. I see it on there, and I can only see the beginning of your name.
No, it's the same person.
It's Scott Gaming?
Scott Outlaw.
No, different dude.
Oh, they're not showing in the chat, so they might have taken it off.
Yeah, get off there. Oh, let's see.
No, that's who we've been talking to.
Cool, dude. Thanks for dropping by, man. Yeah, Mobile sketchy. Birmingham is wacky sketchy. Do you know Bessemer, which is in Birmingham, has the highest murder rate in all of the United States of America per capita? A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that Chicago or Portland, all these other no. Bessemer, Alabama has the highest murder rate per capita in the United States. We go there fairly often. It's pretty.
I haven't been there.
Yeah. Well, you never been up to Cary there.
One time.
That's in Bessemer. Yeah, we got turned around.
Birmingham, really?
Yeah, Birmingham really is. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Birmingham's sketch, man. Birmingham was sketchy stuff. There's some. You'd be surprised. People think that the South doesn't have, it's just poverty. Dude, we got some ghetto, we got some hood stuff going on up in Birmingham, man. It always has been.
You're gonna have that in any place.
You have that in any. Well, you have that in.
There's parts that are
cities.
Worse than others. But Birmingham, yes, like they're featured on Cops or whatever it is.
Well, First 48. They're on the First 48 all the time.
Are they? I thought it was Cops. Or they
Cops,
started
First 48.
on
They're on a
Cops.
bunch of stuff. Yeah, dude.
Wild.
Don't just go cruising around Birmingham. That's for sure. If you're ever up in the area, don't just go hanging around in Birmingham.
Downtown, like there's spots like around Birmingham, but like the suburbs. But the actual city itself, you don't really want to hang around if you don't have to.
No, you really don't. We say especially some ghetto stuff. Oh yeah, I'm sure, dude. It's the cities, man. The cities get sketch. They get super sketch.
Mobile has been really bad.
Mobile got
I
super bad.
Literally lived down there my entire life up until like the last 5 years, and I can say it's definitely changed a lot.
Mobile bad while I was living there.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't that bad when I moved down there, and then by the time we moved out, like we lived over in Daphne, which is like the rich, ritzy, nice part of town across the bay, and rent in 2018 was getting up to $1,500 for a little baby 2-bedroom.
Daphne's a growing spot.
It's nice.
It's nice.
It used to be.
A lot.
It used to be
in the
until
last 10 years.
There's been in our apartment complex we used to live in, which mind you, $1,500 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
Back in 2020, before the pandemic hit, or 2018 before the pandemic hit, that crap. There's been 3 shootings now in the last couple years.
The actual apartment complex is getting wild.
Well, that's in town. I mean, it's part of it, and that was a nice apartment complex. Like it was not bad. It just it got bad. It got super bad.
Like Pensacola's really.
Pensacola, that's the first place I ever saw a corner evangelist was in Pensacola. I used to work in Pensacola too. I was a district manager for a bunch of T-Mobile stores down there. And they got, I remember I'd go to one of the stores down there. It was off 9 Mile. And there was a dude that used to stand on the corner and scream at you to repent because the end is coming. And then I saw some wacky stuff, and some people come up in the store. That's the first place. Well, no, I had a snatch and grab in Daphne while I was working in Daphne. Wasn't the first place I had a snatch and grab. I had a couple of snatch and grabs in Pensacola, where they'd come in and they'd walk around for just a minute because it's a cell phone store, and they'd walk around for just a minute, and then they grab them and try to go running with it.
Yeah, you ran after him one time.
Oh yeah, I caught him. Yeah, they told me not to. My boss is like, don't ever run it. Hell no, you ain't stealing crap from me. Absolutely not. I don't care if I don't have to pay for it or not. You ain't stealing from me. Nuh-uh. I chased him down and he didn't run fast enough. I stood out in the parking lot and I was like, "Did you give me those phones back? I stood behind his car and I had a picture of his license plate and freaked him out. And he finally handed me the phones back. It worked! Hey, it worked! Yay! It did the thing. That's right.
Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you, Ed Ivy.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I've been trying to figure out if that worked, and nobody's subbed in forever, so I couldn't figure out if it was working or not. If you sub, it does that. It's funny. It's fun as hell.
You spent a lot of effort into setting up this whole thing.
I did put a lot of effort into trying to look a little bit more than just some dude on his phone. Not a massive amount, quite obviously. I'm not no pro or nothing, but I bought a gimbal, and then I'm doing all kinds of fancy phone trickery. Hey, thanks, Scott. Why didn't it pop up? It's so hit or miss, dude. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to check it. The other dude, Ed Ivy.
Thank you for the sub.
Yeah, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. We're trying to get to the 200. Yeah, we do this like every other night a lot of times.
We only done it twice this week.
Yeah,
we're always trying to get a schedule down.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, our little one, he's got to be 1, and he's fighting sleep, and
he ain't liking the sleeps.
It's been very hot here, and the heat has been very exhausting.
Well, we don't have AC in here. The power bill was right at about I think it was $739 this month for the power bill here, and we don't run the AC. Because it's wild. It's wild for it to be $739 anywhere. We don't even run the AC. Nah, it's wild for it to be in a business. I don't care where you are.
mean, that's high.
So y'all are new parents? Yeah, he's gonna be a year. He's gonna be a year this month.
Yep.
He's our first little dude.
Getting through our first year. He's out.
He's out like a light.
Yeah. But we are new parents. We got a little.
We love it though. It's awesome.
Oh, it's the best. His little personality is really coming in now, and it's the funniest, cutest thing in the entire world.
Oh man!
Why'd you do that? That's a stain.
Yeah.
Ew.
Somebody will buy it.
I mean, I'm sure.
It's a fishing shirt.
Congrats,
I'm sorry, bud.
youngsters. Well, thank you, thank you. I don't know if we're young, but one day we were.
Somebody clap
He
cheeks in this
thinks
bucket.
that we were old to start having kids.
Well, I mean, compared to everyone having kids today,
Yeah, everyone we know had kids really like in their early 20s.
half of my friends had kids in freaking high school.
Yeah, like fresh out of high school.
Shit, a lot of mine had them in high school.
I know people who had kids while we were in high
That's
school.
what I mean. I
wasn't
knew.
one of them.
I had friends that did.
Like my actual friends.
I've
Like 20.
got one that's 27 and there's going to be 16. Both girls. That's cool.
Wow.
Both girls.
I'm the same. I'm 28.
I am 31. Just turned 31 last month.
Yep. I feel like we were at a good age to start having kids, though.
Yeah.
We did a lot of world traveling.
We're still doing world traveling.
Yeah, we're still doing world traveling.
We're going
Little
back
dude's
to.
got a big trip coming up.
Yeah,
at
we're
the
taking
beginning of the year.
taking him to Japan in
Yeah.
February. We're
I'm
going on
old
a
school. I hear you,
month-long
man.
trip. Yeah, well, we definitely.
48 to be 49 in December. Hey!
Hey.
You're still young.
Yeah.
That's still young.
Yeah, we're taking him. We got his passport ordered up. It should be in soon. We're taking him on a month-long
Japan.
trip to Japan.
Yep. Of course, of course. Dude, I still think like 60 is young.
This day and age, for sure. With the flipping. We saw those people on the news that were 200 the other. We were watching news bloopers. We were trying to watch less divisive things.
Oh,
And we were
shoving your
watching.
face these days.
Yeah, we were watching news bloopers, and there was a chick that they were celebrating two people returning 100 at the same time.
They're twins.
They were twins, and they wrote 200th on the cake, and the woman was like, "Wow, they're 200 years old."
No, it was the guy.
Oh, yeah, the
Chick's
guy,
like, no,
yeah.
they're twins. They're both 100 years old.
Oh, yeah.
There's 200 years old. Japan is a blast. We've been there once before. We've been there about 2.5 years. Well, by the time we go again, it'll be 2.5. No, it'll be exactly 2 years that we've been, and it was amazing.
If you've ever thought about going anywhere, you should go to Japan.
It's genuinely life-changing.
Yeah, you talk about things being bad in certain places. What am I doing with that shirt? I am taking photos of it. We run an eBay clothing store, and I thrift, and I do auctions, and I do, I go to estate sales and things like that, and I buy up clothing that I think is in fashion, and I like watch trends and stuff, and then I take photos of it, and I put it on eBay. That's what I do for a living. I used to sell cars, and I used to sell cell phones, and I used to manage people that sold cell phones, and I got tired of not having any time for myself. And when COVID hit, I took a furlough, and this ended up happening. I ended up doing
I
this.
think you were gone for 3-4 months.
Yeah, I took a couple month furlough. And I realized that I don't want to work for people anymore. I'd rather work for me. So I started my own business and I started doing this. And it has somewhat taken off. Paloma. Hey, that's the way to do it, dude. Trades are the way
Yeah,
it's at where
awesome.
it's at, man, for real.
My mom, my entire life, has tried to get me to become a plumber.
I talked about maybe doing being an electrician, but I want to go. The dream would be to thrift in Japan and sell in the U.S. and then sell what I've thrifted in the U.S. to Japan and go back and forth. That's my dream. I love Japan. I love the South, and I've stayed in the South because I love Southern hospitality and I love how nice people are.
The housing market is off the chain in Dallas.
Oh, it is. Yeah, the housing market definitely is off the chain in Dallas. It's getting higher.
Do you work for yourself, or do you have your own business, or do you work for? Where was I going with that question? I was wondering.
Are you a
entrepreneur? Or just have your?
Are you independent, or are you with a company?
Everywhere. I bet they're building everywhere here. Everywhere is growing. Even down in the South, down by the beach, it was like growing up. It was a very small. I saw that place go from having like just Walmart to having. I can't even tell you how much. We haven't been down there in over 3 years. So
works for a company.
Hey, there you go. I was just curious. But it's shooting up everywhere. It's wild. It's growing everywhere. That's a better way to put it.
It's blasting off. Here, I get it. Here you go.
Ah, specializes in hotels and multifamily apartments.
Dude, when AI takes over everybody else's job, dude, you're gonna be one of the only last people to have one.
Security.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That's a lot, though. It is a lot to become a plumber.
Oh,
I was initially going to school to become a engineer. So I went from electrical to chemical. But I stopped after my associates because...
Hey, they ain't wrong, dude, for sure. Like, coding's about to be dead, which was a huge... Everybody was doing
chemical. I was going for chemical engineering. I enjoyed it. It was just... I used to work for Starbucks, and they did a college intuition reimbursement program through Arizona State. And when I worked there, I took advantage of that. I was initially going for electrical engineering, but I ended up wanting to leave Starbucks after a few years of that, and therefore I had to transfer all my stuff back over to Alabama. And whenever I did that, I had about a year and a half, 2 years of credits already underneath my belt. However, Arizona credit requirements are different than Alabama's credit requirements, so I basically had to retake everything all over again. And it took me, all said and done, it took me about 5 years just to get everything done in my industry, and I was so burnt out that I took a break and we started our family.
I got it.
So what I wanted to be, I was kind of at the point where I can keep going and further and finish my degree and get established in that career field, or I can stay home and be with our babies, and I chose to be with our babies. So I was halfway there to being a chemical engineer. I thought about it. I might do it later on, but right now I don't feel the calling back to it at the moment. I'm kind kind of just enjoying the time of being home and being with our little family and focusing on this business and doing that. But maybe I do plan to homeschool our kids when they get of age, so I guess it just really depends when. I'll see when the time comes if I feel like doing that again. But after everything I had to do just to get where I'm at, I was very burnt out.
I totally understand Rome was not built in a day, because this business did not pop up out of nowhere, dude.
That's very true.
I started, my brother came one day, told me he had sold a tie on eBay for $40 that he thrifted for like $2. And it got me thinking, and I was like, can I do that? And I went to the thrift store and I started looking at ties, and so I started buying ties that I thought were cool and I could get for cheap. And I started by selling ties, and when I sold 2 or 3 ties, I just went crazy and started looking up anything and everything that I thought. I just went, like, basically I went into the thrift store and I looked around and I saw what I was seeing all day, like what kind of shirts I was looking at, like what I saw a bunch of. And then I went back and started looking at what was selling and how much was listed of it, and then I started using that to like figure out what I was looking for. And this is what I do now. This is it pays the bills somewhat to the majority of the time. Right now is like the slow season, and we've been super busy raising little dude. It's been quite the learning curve for all that. But that's the cool thing about it is we've both been to every single doctor's appointment. I've never missed a doctor's appointment. Never missed any major moment in his life. Like I'm always there, and so is she. We get to spend all the time with him.
He said exactly whatever pays the bills.
Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, I never realized I used to make when I was at BMW. She'll tell you, like I brought back. I would work all day long. I would leave at like 7 something in the morning, sometimes 6 something, so I'd get before the Bay traffic, and I'd get back at like 9 o'clock a lot of the time. So I'd work all day long, 6 days a week because we weren't open on Sundays, and I made 15 grand one month, and I made some good money at BMW, and it just was not.
No life.
It was not worth it. It was not worth it whatsoever. I liked the people I worked with. The job itself wasn't terrible. I sat on my butt a lot of times when there wasn't anything going on, but like I don't know. When the pandemic happened, it really made me realize that it ain't about the money. You know, people say that, but you don't realize it until you don't do something for a while and you get to spend time with your family.
$15K in a month, that was wild to see.
Yeah, it was wacky to see that. It was wacky to see that on a paycheck.
Wow.
I always did sales, man. I've always been in sales.
Hey, Darcy, Salmon. Hey, Darcy.
Thanks for subscribing. We're getting there. There.
Yeah, the whole thing definitely put it into perspective for him, though. And he was adamant that he wanted to work for himself. This was also like 5 years ago, like the pandemic time, and
well, we've done stuff in between there. Like this building is an old skating rink. We ran my parents. We came back here after we got married. We got married at the end of 2020. Yeah, my parents, when I was a kid, they owned the local skating rink. Which one? Hers or mine?
And which one? I have 2. You're talking about this one. That is a palm tree. I've got many questions about it being another thing, but it is a palm tree.
And then the other one is...
That one...
It's a pokey stick.
I mean, call me lame. It's my zodiac sign in the form of an arrow. I just saw the design and I thought it was cool. But I have Capricorn, so my birthday's in January. So that was that. I got C'est la vie on the inside of my arm, and I've got a super crappy, hold on. Jesus, don't fall. Got a super crappy
eagle in a cog, and it says "Made with Pride, the USA" on the back of my leg. It's like super faded though. I got it. I went in the military right, like literally. I signed up in high school when I was 15. Actually, I wasn't 16 yet. And my recruiter made the tattoo people give it to me without my parents' permission. Said, "Oh, he's serving his country. How dare you tell him no?" Took me.
He likes the tattoos.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I got the one on the inside of my arm because I got the one on the back of my leg because I, one, loved my country, and two, wanted something military-esque, but not too military in case I didn't make it, which inevitably did not because I have scoliosis. Didn't realize that until after I went in and ended up having to get out for medical reasons. And I got the one on the inside of my arm. I was real broke up about not being able to be in the military. And c'est la vie, basically, I'm sure you probably know what it means. If you don't, it means
what branch?
Crap happens in French. I was in the Army. I was going to be a CBRN, a chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear. I made it. I did every single thing except for sit-ups. I can't do sit-ups the way my back is. I can't. It just doesn't work. I can do a billion push-ups. I can run the miles. I qualified. I did a whole course. I did everything, but I cannot do sit-ups. They just do not. My body don't do them. My back don't bend.
I just grew up at the beach, and that's like my favorite place. So I got my palm tree. I feel like yours has more significance than.
Well, I was super depressed and had a hard time after getting out of the military because all of my friends in high school, when we're in high school, they you do all your like, everybody's applying for colleges and everybody's doing the old college resume and all this stuff, and they're figuring out what they're going and what they're doing, and I poured every single bit of everything out. It was military. I was going to go in the Army, and that was it. I wasn't going to do anything but the military. Every time, anything, like all my teachers, not that I wasn't bad in school anyway, but all my teachers passed me for just and when I fell out of it, I had no other plans. And like I said, I came back and got super depressed and laid around for a while. And I got that on the inside of my arm to remind me that whenever crap goes wrong, it's just life. You got to get over it. Move on, get to the next part. As the flaccid biscuit once said, you got to keep rolling. Gotta keep rolling, 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 rolling. Paint distress.
To go munch out and go to sleep. Y'all folks have fun. It's been nice chatting with y'all.
Try some Montego cheese, dude. Thanks for coming by, man. For real.
It's nice talking with you. Have a good night.
We do this all the time, so if you see us online, come say hey. We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Oh man, oh my God.
See, I like it when people talk because it makes the night go by faster. It makes the work not so tedious and boring. To be honest.
I have 23 people in here.
Hey, we've had like 20-some people in there consistently.
Hello, hello, hello. Do the little jellyfish hands earlier.
Carhartt, Colonel
I didn't realize
Snap.
it's been catch me off guard that my arms look a little bit more ripped than I was expecting.
You got them muscles. Colonel Snap. What?
I just caught up. I went and I didn't see like anything. I'm like, oh God, no, not really. nothing there. I mean, there better be though. I carry around a 24-pounder, 24/7 almost.
Where's everybody else from?
Yeah, what's up, everyone? Good evening.
Well,
Good morning.
Konnichiwa, konbanwa.
Ohio.
Ohio.
What's up? What's everyone up to?
Is anybody from the Nippon persuasion in attendance? If you're going for the next mental issues. What's the best Pink Floyd album there? I say it's the Final Cut. I love The Wall. I think The Wall is a good album. I think it's one of the better ones. I think it's, in my opinion, and it's just because I really like the Final Cut. I think it's The Wall. Then it's I have to say Dark Side of the Moon because it is just a classic. I think the Final Cut is directly after that, and then Shine On You Crazy Diamond. I like Shine On You Crazy Diamond, but I don't think it's behind the Final Cut personally. Any objections? Nope. Sounds everybody agrees. How many albums are there? They have 1 billion albums. There's just only like 5 of them are any good. After Roger Waters left, they turned to crap. David Gilmour's.
I thought there was only like 4.
No, they have a bunch of albums. No, there's Animals. There's Adam Hart Mother. There's Animals, Adam Hart Mother, Animals. Dark Side of the Moon. The Wall. Shine On You Crazy Diamond. Adam Hart Mother. Yeah, it's got the picture of the cow on the front of it. You've never heard anything off of it. It's one of their very first albums. I think it's one of the only albums that actually had Sid Barrett on it, if I'm not mistaken. No. Sid Barrett went crazy way early on. He went nuts way early on. They dropped him forever ago.
Really?
Yeah, you know that?
No.
Yeah, Sid Barrett went nuts way early into the Pink Floyd. He really wasn't a huge part of Pink Floyd. He was a big inspiration for them, rather than him being an actual like portion of.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know exactly when he dropped off, but I don't think it was very. He might have been on Animals. It wasn't very far past Animals. You've never heard anything off Animals. You've only ever, well, maybe when we went to Brit Floyd, they may have played like a song.
I remember they had like the big blow up thing.
Yeah, I think they played Animals. I think they literally played Animals, and that was the only one they played off.
I feel like everything I know about Pink Floyd's like, I know nothing. I literally thought there was only like 4 albums.
No, there's way more than that. And then there's a lot more albums after Roger Waters left, but everyone crap. The Division Bell, I think, came after it, and it is one of the only ones that I think is good past them, is the Division Bell. And it's not the album, the song Division Bell. I don't even like the album. The album's still not good in my opinion. I don't think David Gilmour, I think he's a good artist with Roger Waters. I think as soon as Roger Waters left the band, they should have said, and Waters went on to make his own band. I don't know why they didn't both just go split and make their own bands, but they didn't. It was not a good split. On top of that, there was a lot of they were real upset with each other. They still are to today. David Gilmour runs Pink Floyd. I don't think they do anything now. I think their keyboardist died a few years back, and as soon as he did, they stopped really doing much. But he won't even let him have anything to do with like any of their old stuff anymore. Like he's totally locked them down out of it, and they're in a huge fight. I think Gilmour's a lot more activist. They have their politics don't jive together. I like Waters. I think Waters is a cool dude. I'm not as big of a fan of Gilmour. I like his voice, but I'm more of a Roger Waters fan than I am a. If I had to pick somebody out of the band, I like Roger Waters better. Men's large button up. It's not a button up, it's a pearl snap.
I literally just. Then I thought Shine on You Crazy Diamond was just a song.
No, Shine on You Crazy Diamond. Well, it's Welcome to the Machine. Welcome to the Machine has Shine on You Crazy Diamond, part whatever they call it, it's parts 1 through something, and then part something through something. And then Welcome to the Machine. Have a Cigar on Me. No, Have a Cigar. It's called. That's a great song. I love that one. That's a good one. That's a good album. That's like the ones that they're all together for are amazing. They're all up there in the top of the list, but I do think the Final Cut is severely underrated. But David Gilmour sings one song on there, and it's Not Now John. It's the only one that they say the F word. It's gotta get on with these. Gotta get on with these. Gotta compete with the wily Japanese. It's a good one. It's a good one. First time I ever heard the Final Cut, and it's incredibly, I don't want to say racist to the Japanese, but it's not very nice about the Japanese. But the first time I ever heard it was on Old to Japan.
Yeah, ironically.
Ironically, yeah. The first time I ever heard it was when we were traveling to Japan. It says a few things. It says a thing or two that's not necessarily in the best light of Japan. Relax, fit. Like one of the lyrics for...
All of that came way out after... Wait. All of that came out way after World War II.
Yeah, mid-80s. Mid-80s, yeah.
Why make this?
Well, he made a song about it because his dad, no, I think his dad died in one or, no, I think his dad died in 2. His dad died in World War II. He's like obsessed, like he's obsessed with war. Roger Waters is obsessed with war and everything else about it anyway, about being against it and everything else.
Hey, how old is he? If that song came out in the 80s.
That song came out, his died when he's pretty old, he's fairly old. But his dad, now they were in their, I think, probably mid-20s in the 70s. Maybe. No, I don't know. His dad might have died later than 2. I don't know. His dad died in a war. I know that by all the songs. If it wasn't for the Nips, been so good at building ships, the yards would still be open on the clock. It mustn't be much fun for them beneath the rising sun, with all the kids committing something. Whoa.
They were founded in 1965.
Yeah, they've been around for a long time. So if it was in 65, yeah, he could be in his 20s, and his dad would have died in World War II in 40 whatever. Could have been World War II went on until 40 what? We got involved in 42, and it ended 2 years later. 44. Dark Side of the Moon came out before Animals? Wow, I didn't know that.
Dark Side of the Moon came out in 73. Wish You Were Here came out in 75. Animals 77. The Wall 79.
Yeah, I know The Wall was later. The Wall, and then the Final Cut came out in like 83 or 88. '80-something, but I know it came out in the 80s. And that was the final.
Came out 83.
Yep. And then after that, Roger Waters isn't on anything. They're no longer. He's no longer part of the band.
Came out in 94.
Yep. Yeah, because they came. It was way later on. He had no business making music under the name Pink Floyd any longer. They should have packed it up right then and there. David Gilmour should have started David Gilmour and the Gilmourians and left that alone. Left it to the end.
Is 81. Yeah, he was born in 43. So
yep.
Very young.
He was very young when his father died. Like he may have been 1. He may have died.
No, it
born in 43. His mom could have got pregnant in 42. And then his dad immediately went to war. The war didn't end until 44, I think. It was like 2 years later after we got involved. The war didn't start in 42. The war started in 38 or 39.
It was 44. He passed in 44.
Yeah, the war didn't start, and the war started much earlier than that anyway. It was in the 30s, the late 30s. We did not.
According to Wikipedia, his dad was his father, the son of a coal miner and Labor Party activist, was a school teacher, devout Christian, and a Communist Party.
Yep, that makes sense. Yeah.
Roger Waters' dad.
Yep. But he died fighting for the British.
He's in the early years of the Second World War. Waters' father was a conscientious objector who drove an ambulance during the Blitz.
The Blitzkrieg.
The bombing campaign
by the Germans. They called it the Blitzkrieg. The way that they bombed, it was like a revolutionary way. They almost won over it. If they wouldn't have tried to fight Russia in the dead of winter, they would have won. They tried gaining ground on Russia in the winter, and it was the dumbest thing that anyone had ever. Well, clearly, thankfully they did that. Thank God. We'd be speaking flipping Nazis, but
wait. So it's just straight up like dropping bombs?
They dropped, like, they were relentless, and they did it in the way they did it, there was like no, I can't remember exactly. It means, Blitzkrieg means like lightning. In German, it means like lightning something. I can't remember exactly what it means, but it's.
Yeah, he passed.
He drove an ambulance and passed?
No, he drove an ambulance during the Blitz. He later changed his stance on pacifism, joined the Territorial Army, and was commissioned into the 8th Battalion Royal
Fusiliers. Yeah, it was part of the Royal Fusiliers, and then
he was a second lieutenant.
Yep.
On September 11th, 1943. He was
wow.
killed. Yeah.
September 11th. His father died on September 11th,
no,
1943.
No, that's when he was commissioned.
Commissioned. Okay.
He was killed 5 months later on February 18th, 1944. When Roger was 5 months old.
Yeah. Company 3. Yeah. In the form of a score. Yeah, he has that's part of the wall. If you've never seen the movie The Wall, have you? That's part of the wall. It's part of the reason why he's like so messed up in the wall. It's kind of about Roger Waters-ish. Like, it's kind of, you can tell it's got, well, he wrote it. Roger Waters wrote The Wall.
Oh, this stuff lasted for 8 months.
What, the
You know
Blitzkrieg?
what's yeah. Everything. I remember they were going to hide from the bombings.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a distraction for the children during that time. There's a lot of stuff came about like that. I mean, you know the Ring Around the Rosie and all that too. That whole thing.
I do, but I forgot the exact.
Ring Around the Rosie, pocket full of posies, ashes, we all fall down.
Yeah. What was that referred to?
I can't remember. I think it's either it could have been the plague. That one could have been the plague, but things like that. They do things like that a lot of times. Those things that stick around are to distract the children from what was going on, because there was what else are you gonna do? If it was the plague or if it was World War II, what else are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
they're stuck in the middle of a rock and a hard place. AZ-94. Hang on a second, I'll go get another man.
Crazy. I never really looked into that.
Yeah, that's why I like. That's another reason why I really like the wall, and I like Floyd in general when it comes to things like that, because they were very creative about what they wrote about where Waters was, and that's why I like Waters a lot. Is I think I like. Now that's the thing about it is I like the Dark Side of the Moon. Like, I like it artistically in a way of, like it's really good music. Like, it's really well put together. It flows all as, like, one song from the beginning of the album to the end of the album. And everything, like, that's why I say all the time, like, I can't listen to one song.
Yeah.
It's one song to me. The whole thing is one song. But, The Wall is, like, it's like history and art and everything rolled into one. Like it's such a good album.
I did not.
Mistaken, these are all the same size. If they are, no, these ain't. These can't be the same size. This is way off. Got a large, and then we got there are two large. That can't be right. How are both of these large, and this full and
They're different brands.
no, they're both Brooks Brothers. This must have been washed, and this must have. Yeah, it's merino. It must have been washed. It must have pulled in when it got washed. But that large on the back seems so much. This just seems so much bigger than a large anyway.
Return to Neverland.
Return to, oh yeah, that's the second one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've never even seen that. Ooh. I might as well bash them out. I'm sitting here anyway.
Yeah, I remember because her and her brother, they were, I guess, I don't know if this happened in real life, but they were scheduled to get evacuated in the country because the war was breaking out and everything.
Yeah.
And the daughter refuses to go.
Chronicles of Narnia. It's another one.
Really?
Yeah, they you know, at the beginning of the Chronicles of Narnia, they are going somewhere else to avoid being in London while they were doing the Blitzkrieg rap. They went to like their aunt's house or something like that, and that's when they discovered, or their uncle's house. That's when they discovered the wardrobe, the Lion Witch and the wardrobe.
A long time since.
Yeah, that's another one it's about escapism when it comes to like wartime and how it affected the children and everything. Tis another one of those. Brooks Brothers Extra Fine Merino Wool Sweat Vest.
World War II or neither. I don't know about.
See, that's the thing I've always told you though. I love history. History is my thing. I genuinely enjoy history. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, history and literature, both those things fall under those categories. I mean, they both intermingle together. There's a bit of Italian Merino. This is Italian Merino. They kind of go in between each other. That's why, and I like Italian Merino. How is it Italian Merino wool? It's made in China. What about it's Italian? Oh, 135 listed and 23 sold. It will eventually sell though. That other one might be women's. That might be a women's.
That's possible.
That makes more sense if it's a women's. I'm gonna say it's a women's, to be honest. More likely than it being a men.
Oh my gosh, 70 to 85.
Not more than people vetted more than died under the communist regime of Russia. And actually Mao Zedong killed most.
So it says the deadliest, I guess, conflict in history.
Conflict. Well, I think they also, if I'm not mistaken, loop in the deaths of Russia, which a lot of the deaths that happened in Russia were caused by Russia. They're the ones they were killing their own folks. They were, you didn't want to be a part of it. Yeah, they were. You didn't be a part of that war, you're dead. You get taken out back and shot. They also, they were so insanely ill prepared. They did not have enough. Their strategy was throw as many bodies as you possibly could. In battle, there would be a guy that carried the gun, a guy that carried the ammo, and a guy that carried the walkie-talkie or whatever, or the communications. And that guy, the gun guy dies, the guy that had the ammo now picks up the gun. They had one gun for every 5 people at a point. It was wild at how Russia fought their war. It was insane. They just threw bodies at it. It was how many bodies can you throw at it before the other side? That's what I mean by it was the whole reason that Germany lost the war is because they went up against that in the dead of the winter when Russia is they're so flipping. It's amazing at what they can survive. It genuinely is. It's wild at the crap that they're put up against, and yet they still pull through at the end of the day. Russians are some tough SOBs. The Suka Blats be super they some survivors. It's been a long time since somebody said anything in chat. Is there anybody out there? I don't see anything up on the screen. Ooh, everybody's just voyeuristic today, I guess. Just a bunch of voyeurs. A bunch of peeping toms. Ain't nobody wanting to say nothing. They just want to come and have a look-see what we do down here in the redneck lands. But that's cool. That's cool. Put it on. Go to sleep and listen to me talk like redneck right here. It don't bother me none. I'll tell you that. Free. I'll tell you that for free. It's like one of my dad's favorite phrases. Is that a southern phrase? Does anybody say that anywhere else in the world? I'll tell you that for free. My mom says that. My dad says that. There's a lot of ism, like redneck isms like that I always wonder. They say it in other places. I guarantee you, nowhere else. I know it comes from the South. Like the term "hanging in like a hair in a biscuit." There's no one says that but the South, and I've heard that my whole life. Hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit. But it's true. If you've ever eaten a biscuit, if you've ever had a hair in a biscuit, you can pull with that flipping hair all you want, and it ain't coming out of that biscuit. It is flipping ingrained in that biscuit. So, hence the term, hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit. You never heard that?
No, you told me that.
I told you that, yeah. Is the term. You ever said, well, the other day I had a hair in my biscuit, and you saw that. It like ripped the biscuit apart trying to get the dang hair out of it. I'm just saying, it's you know.
In a biscuit. It was in something.
It was in the biscuit.
I don't know how it got there.
I don't know how it got there. No, it was in the gravy. It was in the gravy. I think. No, it wasn't hot.
No, it was in like that beef bowl I made.
Yeah, it was. It was in the beef bowl. That's right.
Yeah, I still do. I don't know how that happened.
There's a bunch of them like that though. I'll tell you another one that my dad had to eventually quit saying because the times. Cotton picking. It's not that big. Dad picked cotton. My father is white, and he picked cotton as a child. They were poor as piss, and he had to pick cotton. My dad has told me.
I didn't know where you were going.
My dad's part of the boomerang where he not run his house. He had to walk down the road to the well to get water out of the well to be able to take a bath. And that is not any exaggeration. That is dead serious. Dad genuinely had to do that.
Really?
Yes, they did not have running water when they were kids. And he picked cotton. He had to pick cotton. Because he's telling me that they try to go early in the morning because the cotton would be real wet with the dew. And when they went and weighed it, it would be worth more because it would weigh more. It would be heavier. So that's why they picked it. They picked it before the dew hit. While the dew hit. Yeah, he had to quit saying it because people get all upset about that these days. But cotton picking, when something happened, I got cotton picking such and such. They'd say that all the time. That and son of a gun. I don't know if that's I don't think I've ever heard that anywhere but the South as well. Son of a gun. I don't know where that one came from, son of a gun, but I've heard my dad say son of a gun a billion times.
I also haven't been a lot of places other than here to really know the saying.
I don't either. I hadn't been very many places but the South. Yeah, 60. Raise hell, praise Dale, baby. You never heard raise hell, praise Dale?
I have. I thought it came from Talladega Nights.
Jeff Gordon's a handsome man, I'll tell you what. Yeah, he's out like a lot.
Hello, everyone. Got 20s.
Ohio! Ogenki desu ka? Dozo yoroshiku. Is it Dozo? What's Dozo yoroshiku?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, that's
No,
Hajimemashite is. Oh, we're getting them all mixed up. Dozo yoroshiku. I know that one is. I know that one is nice to meet you. Ogenki desu ka is how are you doing? I think it literally translates to how your spirit is.
To meeting you.
Nah, this is not. I never learned that. What are you talking about?
No, it.
Look forward to meeting you? Why would you tell someone I look forward to meeting you? You've met them at that point if you're telling them I look forward to meeting you. Hello, nice to meet you. I look forward to meeting you. No, it's not. Dozo yoroshiku is.
Please take care of me.
It does. It literally translates to "please take care of me." But that it means nice to meet you. Basically, that's how they treat it. Hajimemashite.
You messed me up.
Hajimemashite.
Hajimemashite. I'm saying it wrong.
Hajime mashite. Hajime mashite. Hajime mashite.
Hajime
Mashite. Mashita.
Hajime
Mashita. Say mashita so it does it.
Nice to meet you.
It also means it. They both do.
No, the other one says please take care of.
It says please.
It's nice to meet. Please take care of.
Hajime mashite. Please take care of me. Please.
Like I just met you, but take care of.
They would in Japan too. They'd take real good care of you. Hajime mashite.
So it was right. I got it right.
Yeah. I got me some big boy pants. That's a big boy. What are some more of the things that we say around here that people just have never? What the hell are you talking about? I tell you what, people say that quite a bit around here. I tell you what, you're already saying it. You're already telling them. Why are you telling them you're going to tell them? I say that all the time. I say that constantly. Do I not? I tell you what, them people down there at the dang Dollar General don't know what the hell they're talking about. Or an actual real one. I tell you what, them people down at the dang Winn-Dixie don't know what the hell they're doing. That's. I have literally said that. Uh-huh.
I thought you were actually about to like say something else instead of using it as like an example.
I actually said that the other day because they were trying to tell me what kind of sense does this make? You go over there and you go on. I don't know if anybody shops at the Winn-Dixie, but we get our meats from the Winn-Dixie, and you can only buy flipping crap from the Winn-Dixie when they have it on sale. Because if you don't buy it when they have it on sale, it is 10 times more expensive anywhere else you go. So, you go and you wait till the meats are on sale, and then you buy the meats you want to get. Well, I went and I got chicken, and they had a BOGO on chicken, which basically means you can buy double the amount. We'll give it to you for regular price that everybody else sells it for. But they have better meat.
You're paying the same price.
You're paying the same price, but they have better meat. But if you don't get it on a BOGO day or something like that, it's twice as expensive. It's ridiculous.
No, it's not. If you don't do the BOGOs, you're getting it at what your rewards card was. So in reality,
anyway,
you're still paying the same amount.
You've got to give them your rewards card, right? And then they take off this giant chunk of money, and the rewards card is free. It's a big old weirdness. But I go to ring it up, and it's supposed to be like $20 altogether for what I got, and it comes out to like $33, and I'm like, well, come on now, what is this about? Well, I asked the guy, I'm like, why is, hold on now, but let me look at what you got up there. And he's got everything scanned on there, and I see the chicken is double the price than it's supposed to be. And I'm like, why is the chicken, hey, look, you see right here on the front of the package of chicken, it says this much if you have the card. I gave you the card, right? They're like, yeah, you did. And I'm like, why is it ringing up then? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, will you fix it? I don't want to pay double. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can. What do you mean you don't know if you can? Hold on. Am I going crazy? Does this say this price? Does it say $12 for this? Yeah, it does. Well, what does it say on the scanner up there? Oh, it says 23. Can you take it off? Well, I'd have to get a manager. Get the manager. What do you mean? I literally was like, dude, do you pay double for things sometimes just because? No, I don't. Well, why don't you get the manager, bro? Like, I'm not gonna pay double. What are you? I can barely afford a freaking shop here as it is. And then the manager came over there and was like, well, I really don't know what's going on with it. And I'm like,
it says it's this much if I give you my rewards card. I gave you my rewards card, yet it's saying
the whole time they're like, no, it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, well, can you make it make sense then? You're the manager. Type in the right price, dude. Like, I'm not trying to like be a pain, man. Like, I genuinely, if this was any like less difference in price, I'd just call it a day. Like, I'd just give up on you. You'd have me rolling over. But dude, come on, man. Like, This is double the price. It makes no sense. They just they're sweet people. They're not right. They ain't right. They ain't right. Is that another thing? That might be another Southernism. They ain't right.
I mean, bless your heart. But
I don't say bless your heart. That's a Graham thing. Well, bless your heart, Sonny.
It's probably a woman thing.
It might be a woman thing. Sweetheart, bless your heart. Oh, Van Ed, what's up, dude? Welcome back.
What's up? Hey, Van.
We got a new angle for the dangle, dude. We're over here on this bit. What's it? What do you mean? It ain't about the heat. It's about the angle.
Okay, you win. You win. I could have just stayed quiet.
It ain't about the angle of the dangle. That might be another Southernism there. It ain't about the angle of the dangle. It's about the heat of the meat.
Have you heard of one about the in church?
What?
Something about it says something about like a whore in church or whatever.
Sweating like a whore in church.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I have heard. I have heard that a bunch of times from old women mostly. I need to one day. I wanted to do it the other day. Like I'll go to the thrift store. Like I love to go to the Salvation Army.
We're talking about Southernisms or Southern
things
sayings.
people say here in the southern part of the United States compared to other places in the world and other places in the U.S. We've got a lot of sayings that people do not utilize other than us. But I love, like, I was at the thrift store the other day. I almost took a video of it while I was in there for you, just to show you. But you'll get these old ladies in the thrift store, and they'll just be walking around. They don't talk to very many people during the day. I don't guess they have anybody that lives with them, or I don't know what the deal is. But they're just like dying to talk to somebody, and they'll just.
Bye, man. Bye.
Hey, well, thanks for dropping by, buddy. We might stream again tomorrow night. But, you should have heard this lady. She was like, she'd been smoking cigarettes since she was 4 years old, voice. And she was wandering around in there talking. But I tell you what, I can't get Craig to do a damn thing around the house. Like, she's just like talking to me. And I'm like, I don't know who the hell Craig is or why you can't get him to do anything, lady, but like, he just feel, I can't get him to do a damn thing around the house. I tell you, he had me out there with a weed whacker, and he made me weed whack the bushes out there. I don't know what the hell he thinks he's doing. She's going on and on and on. And I'm like, sweet. That, and then like I had a lady the other day. She was super sweet, and I always try to help like the old folks. If I see like an old lady that has trouble clearly getting around, like I try to like help her to her car and stuff like that. You know how I am with that. And there was an old lady that I think I told you about her the other day where I helped her to her car because she clearly needed it, and she was just batty and chatty, like she was just chatting away. And we got in the car, and she's like, did I tell you about the time? No, you've not. I've never spoke to you in my life. So obviously you've never told me about whatever time. I didn't say this. I was very, yes ma'am. What you talking about? You know, you didn't tell me. Well, she's telling me about the time that Jesus told her to break into Elvis Presley's backyard, and how the security guard was really nice.
You
and
did not tell me that.
I didn't tell you about this. The security guard was super nice. When she broke in, Jesus was telling her that she needed to go. She needed to break into Elvis's backyard and to go and see his premises because it was just part of his will. And not the will of Elvis, but like the will of Jesus Christ. And that she broke in, and his security, he was gone at that time. And the security guard caught her, and he knew the will of Jesus though, so he allowed her to go up to Elvis's garage and take pictures in the iconic pink Cadillac that he always had. And he gave her the pictures and everything, and she's like, I'm gonna go on down. I'll bring them to you too, boy. We'll let you see them too. But Jesus just touched me. He touched me that day, and he told me, that's what needed to happen. And, that saved my life. That saved my life. And I'm like,
is that a fever dream?
No, I swear to God that happened. That was genuinely, is it? I think she was in dementia. I think she was losing her mind, but she was sweet. She had to go get the pictures. She was gonna bring me the pictures so I could see the pictures. And she was out of her mind. That lady was crazy, batty as hell.
I remember there was one time, it was like one of the last times I went to the Salvation Army, and I was waiting in line because I got all those seeds.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was. Well, there was an she was like in her 90s. I think she was there with her granddaughter, great-granddaughter.
Yeah.
Anyways, she was sitting there out of nowhere talking about lawn work or landscaping and how she has, I guess a dude was coming around doing landscaping or whatever, and he like ran over her entire flower bed.
Oh,
she had to like redo her flower bed. And I was like, oh, she's like, he didn't know any better. It's okay. And I'm just
how you not know you run over a damn flower bed?
That's what I mean. I was just like, what
the hell?
But she was talking about, she's like, I gotta go and redo my home.
She probably had she's buying seeds from the big seed bin.
No, she was just there heading.
She was just saying, she saw you buying seeds and I brought it up.
I guess so.
That must have been it.
It was just random and she said it, and I was just like, because I guess she followed up with the he didn't know because of my facial expressions. I was like, how do you not see your flower bed?
You gotta be careful about them old folks though. They'll rope you in. Did I ever tell you about the when I was working over at T-Mobile, the old folks that I fixed their audio system in their RV. They couldn't figure out their audio system in their RV, so he brought it. I fixed their phones up. I helped them with their phones. Because I used to do Sundays for the elderly, where I'd work on a Sunday and all the elderly people would come up and I'd help them understand their phone and whatnot, and give them basically a rundown course on it.
Yeah.
And so they got it from there. The dude, he had tamed it, and he was like, "Hey man, I got this RV and I can't get this RV. I cannot figure out how to get the audio working in this RV. Let me get something out of this. I can get this here. There's what's on anyway. But I can't get this audio system working in this RV." And so he told me he was gonna bring it up there, and he was gonna, I was gonna get me to check it out. And I was like, I don't work on that kind of thing. I've never really had any experience with it. But you bring it up here, I can check it out. I don't mind. So he did inevitably bring it up there and park it out in the parking lot. Like, just check it out, man. Just give it a go. And it was like as simple as hitting Bluetooth and pairing it or something. It was something super simple when it came to what he needed. It was some boom or something where they just did not. It was just beyond them. They did not grow up with that technology.
Yeah.
He needed some help, so I helped him with it. And I remember after the fact, this is where I'm like, you gotta be careful about them old folks. The lady came up to me, or his wife was there, and was like, I like, that last name, is that Jewish? And I'm like, no, not really. I don't think so. I think it's French. And she's like, you just look like you have a lot of Jewish in you. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. Joseph, yeah, that's and I'm like, historically, I think Joseph is the farthest from Jewish. It's really more in the era of, I guess Joseph of Arimathea. But anyway, it's the father of Christ, really, at the end of the day. But, that didn't really jive with that kind of stuff. But, she was like, I need to give you something. When the things break loose and all of the hell comes to earth, you'll be spared because you've got that Jewish blood in you. And I'm like, I didn't tell you I had Jewish blood in me, but okay, I don't like to ruffle people's feathers. So I just said, I appreciate that. I really appreciate you. Jehovah will be looking out for you and this and that. And I was like, I just kind of was like, this is a little weird.
What did she give you?
she came back later on, like 2 days later, and she gave me a bunch of conspiracy theory DVDs about like the Jewish reckoning and how like it was wild stuff. They were burned DVDs too. They weren't even like, it was like some crazy crap you'd see on YouTube burned onto a DVD. And I remember, and she was like super adamant about like, you can't lose these. Like, I've got to have these back, but you need to watch these. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna like test your knowledge on what you've learned from these DVDs. And of course, I didn't watch them at all. And I was like, yeah, lady, that's, I appreciate that. I'll give them a gander. And and then my apartment burned down like 2 weeks later. And she came back. Yeah. She came back up there. Yeah, they burned in the fire. Yeah. She came back and was like, hey, I need, did you? Nah, my house burned down. She was like, oh, okay. Well, I kind of need those. I was like, lady, they ain't there. I don't have nothing. Like, the last thing I thought to grab out of the fire was your conspiracy DVDs. I'm sorry, but no, I don't have them anymore. And she never came back. They never came back after that. It was super weird though. Like, that was one of the weirdest things I've ever had happen to me. Besides, like,
how old were they? Were they like?
They were older, like 70s, 80s. Like that, it was weird stuff, like super weird stuff. I've had all kinds of weird people like that. Like, I tell you, for some reason, old people they gravitate around me, and they're super.
Yeah,
they always have. It's just been a thing. Like, I have a way with the elderly, and especially, well, I was willing to teach them over at T-Mobile. Like, I would help them with their phones and stuff, and that a lot of younger folks are not as quick to be so patient with their ineptness on technology. So I always was, and I was always super nice about it. And boy, that got me in some situations every once in a while. Like I was telling about the super fat lady that tried to get us to look at her nudes. Yeah, like I worked for T-Mobile for a while, and I was the manager, and we'd have people come in there, and this is a trick that people love to play. You can always tell when some person was some dirty naughty person, because they would be like, hey, I need to make sure all my photos came over. Will you check and make sure all my photos came over? Knowing damn well that I have no idea what you had on your phone. I don't know what photos came over or should have came over or shouldn't have. You need to look at your photos and see what photos came over on your phone. So I always knew, me personally, I fell into that trap very early into the days of me working with cell phones. And I'd always say, nah, I'll get them over, but you gotta check. You gotta be the one who actually like checks them out. Well, I had an employee who was pretty green about it and did not know that. And this lady came in who was, I swear to God, she had to weigh every bit of 350 pounds. That woman, she walked with a cane, she was so large. And she pulled the old trick on him and was like, check out my photos, make sure my photos came over. And he was like, yes, ma'am, yeah. And he was just super eager to please. She bought phones from him, and he was so appreciative. He wasn't, I'm not going to say he wasn't right, but he had issues in the beginning with getting going. But he did. He fell for it, and he looked. He had a look through her photos, and was, I don't know, that's the thing about it, is I don't know how do you know they all came over? Like, you didn't take the photos. It isn't your phone. But anyway, he took a look, and it was a bunch of pictures of her not clothed and sitting on a skinny little dorky guy's face. And he was, of course, immediately repulsed because, and she's standing there like waiting on his reaction for how he thought about her doing these things in these photos. And I ended up having to go. He came to the back and he's like, man, she's trying to get me to look at her nudes, man. And it's like, it's just, I don't think nah. And I walked out there and I was like, ma'am, you know what you're doing. You look through your photos and make sure your photos, we can't tell if your photos are here or not. You look through your photos And ever since then, she came back a few times, but she would only deal with him because she thought, like, he didn't get upset about it. So I guess she thought maybe she had a chance. I don't know. It was a wild thing. I tell you, the only other crazier thing I've had like that, the first time, actually, the time I got with that, I was working for AT&T way earlier in my days. And we were in a really, really, really rural part of town in Dora, Alabama, BA 65. Dora, Alabama, the hole in the wall. Everyone there knew everybody. Like, we literally had 2 police officers for the city of Dora. Like, it was super hole in the wall crap. And I had a lady come in that I had seen before in a previous thing. She'd come in a couple of times. Her and her husband came in, and she was real ratchet redneck. She had a tramp stamp on the back of her Tahoe. Like, she was that kind of ratchet. Like just super redneck, super wild like that. And she always just was really off-putting with like how she talked to me and how she acted around me. And I was the manager at that store. And I remember it was another similar situation where my employee was a little bit slow, and I had to get her photos over. Well, she asked, and I don't know if she was trying to get me to look and see stuff and trick me with that whole trick, because she had some stuff on there. But that was the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life on a phone. It was a picture, one of the first few pictures, and I swear, I don't know if I ever told you this. Her husband is in here, is in this place right there. One of the first few pictures was her with a pipe that it wasn't even for the ganja. It was for for speed. It was the hard stuff. She was smoking on a pipe in the picture, and she had no clothes on. And there was another man, not her husband, and this was up in the feed, so this was like a recent photo. Another man who was not her husband there's a way to put this to where it's not family friendly but YouTube friendly, had blasted all over her. We'll just go with that. And she was covered in blast. And like, I'm sitting here looking at her husband. She's got like 4 kids in here wandering around acting a fool up in the store. And she's sitting here trying to get me to look through her photos so I can see her smoking on a pipe with blast all over her. And I was just like, that made me mad. It made me mad. Because I'm sitting here talking to her husband. Her husband's a really cool guy. He's really nice. Half these kids are not his, but he takes care of them. All this stuff. Like, we've done kind of, you spent some, back in the day, before cell phones got better than they are right now, like, you'd spend, I don't know if you remember, you spend like 2 hours in a cell phone store getting your crap over, doing your upgrade, picking the phone that you wanted, all this crap. You get to know people. It's like selling them a flipping car. And I got to know this whole guy, and then here I see a photo of this. And I'm like, hold on a second. And I walk over to her husband. I just hand him the phone. And he's like, what the is this? And like, it actually kind of, it really sucked. Because he really didn't even get that upset in that way. Like, he started crying. It devastated him. It devastated him. She was like, why did you show him my photos? I was like, because why do you have that, lady? Why are you getting me to look through your photos, first off? If you didn't want me to know that was there, you shouldn't have flipping asked me to do that. And 2, you shouldn't have had the dang photo on there. That is disgusting, first off. And second off, that's a nice guy. Screw you. And like, that is a whole thing. Like, she was upset about that. He was upset about that. I'm sure, and I hope it broke up their family, because she was getting skeeted on by random gentlemen. Like, that was a wild thing. That was one of the most wild things I had encountered in my time of selling cellular devices. Wild garbo. But that wouldn't even, we used to do some crazy stuff when I worked at one point in time. I worked in the mall at the little baby store at the beginning of the mall, which our mall, funny story to that, has been featured on American Dad, wildly enough. But I used to be in the cell phone store in the front of the mall. And we used to, for fun, like AT&T gave out all of these, like we used to get these phones to put on the wall, and they were afraid people were going to steal them in our store because we were in redneck land. So they would, they'd give us dummy phones. And the dummy phones weren't, I didn't have to inventory them, they weren't worth anything, and at the end of the day when they were done, we'd throw them away. Well, I'd keep them. What we'd do was, you could go in the back of the store, and in the back room was like a sliver. Like, it was like, God, it was big enough for like two people to walk past each other and just barely. But you could, I figured out, you could stand up on, you could get on a chair, get on top of the safe, and you could pop up a ceiling tile, and you could look through into the foyer, and you could see what was going on in the store. So there's stories to do with that too. That's a lot of fun happened up in the ceiling there. But me and one of my buddies that worked there, we used to, what we do is we used to get them dummy phones. And right in front of our store, it was in the mall, so right in front of our store was a bench. And it was like the first bench as soon as you came into the mall. So a lot of people would, like, everyone had to pass there to go into the mall. And what we'd do is we would sit those dummy phones on that bench in front of the store, and we'd get in the back of the store and we'd climb up on top of the safe and we'd pop the ceiling tile over, and you couldn't see us, but we could see straight to that bench. And we would wait to see who was a thief. We'd try to figure, because the phones looked real and they looked like they had something on the screen and everything. And I tell you, the amount of elderly folk that stole them damn phones would just piss you off. And then they'd have the audacity to walk in and say, hey, I need a new phone. My phone ain't working. And they'd hand me the dummy phone. And I'd be like, oh, really? Where'd you get this phone at? Oh, you know, I bought it from here a couple weeks ago. Well, I'm going to need to see your receipt for that. Well, I ain't got a receipt. You need to give me a new phone. And I'll be like, yeah, I put this phone out there to see what idiot would go out there and steal it. And guess what idiot stole it? And they get so embarrassed and be like, well, you didn't have to say, well, you didn't have to steal the phone, did you? Just saying. They did, though. They would flat out do it. We used to do that. I used to do all kinds of stuff. We used to get wild up in that store. Like the time, I think I told you about the time that Alex got the piece of wire stuck in his phone.
Piece of wire?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, was it like from cleaning the grill? Or? Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, he told me that. Maybe.
But my cousin and I both worked at the same AT&T store at a point in time, that one in the mall. And he had gotten a pizza that we had cooked at the local skating rink, and long story short, a little bristle off of a metal brush had gotten stuck in his throat, and he had a big old fit about it. He went to the doctor, and they actually put him under it and like removed it. Like, it was like a teeny tiny bristle. But when they did it, they gave him hydrocodone. I think, was it codeine? Hydrocodone. That's what it is. That's what it was. They gave him a hydrocodone, and he brought it in. Yeah, and it was liquid. It was liquid. And my boss was an alcoholic, and later to find out, a meth head. But when he brought in his bottle of hydrocodone that he had gotten from that, the boss whipped out her flask of Crown Royal that she always had. She always bought, every day coming into work, she bought a, one of the, I don't know what, it's not a fifth, maybe a fifth, I don't know. But maybe a fifth. No, a fifth is big. She'd buy a little flask of Crown Royal, and then she'd go over to maybe a pint. Maybe a pint. She'd buy a little bottle of Crown Royal, and then she'd go over. They used to have that really, really crappy water, but she loved it. She was the only person that ever drank this water. If you remember, they used to make the water that came in the blue tinted bottles.
Yeah.
There's a worst water.
Label.
Yes, the black label blue tinted bottle. She'd buy that because she couldn't buy a clear bottle because she mixed it with her Crown Royal. And her thing was, if she mixed it half and half, she wouldn't get so drunk, and it would keep her hydrated, and she wouldn't get a hangover.
And she drank that. Every morning she'd come in and was drinking that crap right at the beginning of the day. Every single day. You want to sip? No, I'm good. But she, I remember when he came in with that, she was like, oh, give me that. And flat out, like, straight up, started like sipping I was like, you're out of your mind.
Why are you giving it to her?
Well, she was the boss.
You still say no?
You didn't lose your job. She was a drunk. We couldn't get rid of her for that.
Still say no.
And we were kids. I couldn't even drink it. I was probably, shoot. When I started there, I was 19 years old. They had to wait to hire me. She actually kept the position open because I was 18 years old, and they couldn't hire me until I was 19 years old. Because in the state of Alabama, you can't legally sell a contract if you can't sign a contract. And in the state of Alabama, you're not legal until you're 19 years old. So, but yeah, and she gave me my job, and she was real cool and this and that, and we just, I don't know, she let us go out in the parking lot and smoke on breaks and stuff. I don't know, we took a lot of crap from her. Like I said, eventually she stopped showing up to work at all. Like they got smart and they tried to get around her and like catch her. And what they did was they implemented, to clock in, you had to scan your thumbprint on the computer. Like they gave us these little thumbprint scanners. And she knew her bosses. So she could reassign thumbprints. So she made my thumb clocked me in and my forefinger clocked her in. And she would, God, I hated it. It made me so mad when she'd do it. She would call me like, and it'd be like, the store opened at 9 and we really had to be there at like 8:30 to get everything like rolling before we opened up. And she'd call me at like 8:55 and be like, hey, I'm running kind of late. Will you give me the finger? And I'd be like, God dang it, Courtney. You gotta show up to work, man. And she'd be like, please just do me right. And I'd be like, God dang it, and I'd clock her in. And then like, it wasn't even like she was on the way. Like 2 o'clock would roll around and she'd be like, hey, I think I'm gonna go home for the day. And I where the hell are you at? Well, I went out and ran like a couple of customers. Like I got a couple of customers for it. So I'd be like, where are the customers? What do you mean? And she was blasted drunk. She went and got her nails done. And I'm like, hey, will you take the deposit? Really? And then like her boss got caught on to that and started coming up to the store. Apparently he stayed in the parking lot one day for 2 days. And like, she never showed up, but yet she clocked in and out. And he came in and was like, hey, look, you're not in trouble. I'm not mad at you. But where the hell is she? And I'd be like, dude, I don't want to get her in trouble, man. He's like, well, you're not in trouble yet. You could be in trouble if you don't tell me what the hell is going on here. And I was like, fair enough, all right, well, I'm not losing my job. I need this. Yeah, this is what's up. Sorry, man. And he's like, no, dude, you're doing what your boss has told you to do. I'm not mad at you for it. Who's been running the store? Like, how's this been going on? I was like, well, it was me. And that's how I got my first promotion.
Oh.
That's how I got made manager. I was 19 still. It was only like 6 months into the job. She stopped showing up. And then, so she got fired from there. And like a month later, she got caught with, I think I saw it in the paper, she got caught with an ounce of meth. And didn't do any jail time at all. Did no jail time. I'm not going to say the town, but her father was the mayor of a neighboring town. And apparently very powerful enough that she did no time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Wow.
That was a time, tell you what. Oh, we did some stuff at the cell phone stores. Well, that's like I told you about the time when I turned 21 in when I was over in Dora and turned 21. Yes, when I was in Dora, I had made it to management at this time, and they made me a manager. They wouldn't make me manager in the same store, so they made me a manager at a neighboring store. And a very crappy neighboring store. It honestly was a humongous demotion because that was a terrible store. But I was turning 21, and I might have been turning 20 because I didn't think I was 21 yet. I was turning something, 20, 21. I think it could have been 21. Anyway, irrelevant. I was working, and my buddies, all of my friends, bust in to the store that day because I had to work on my birthday, and they had bought me a gigantic black phallus, rubber phallus. And they proceeded to, like my friends do,
Oh, I thought it said moth face. I was like,
nah, the North Face. There was nobody in the store at the time, nothing going on. Hardly anything ever did go on. And they proceeded to beat me with said phallus about the legs until a little bit went by. Long story short, they left it. It was a big old giant black dong. And they left it. Well, I didn't think anything of it. My boss never came and visited me at that store. No, I was in the middle of nowhere. Nobody gave a crap about me. There was nothing ever happened in that store. Well, that is the day that everyone and their mother decided to come visit me. I had taken that thing. It had a big giant suction cup on it, and I went to the back room and I suction cupped it to the. We had a whiteboard where we kept like all our statistics and our numbers on it, and I suction cupped it to it. Well, here comes, like, I kid you not, like my buddies leave, and like 20 minutes later. I work for a third-party company for AT&T, and our like liaison that was the AT&T corporate, he was a really, 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 really cool dude. I loved him. He was a dude named Ken. He was a black dude named Ken, and me and him got along. We played Destiny online back when Destiny came out. We were like really good friends. And he comes rolling in the door, and I'm like, I know this thing is hanging from the back wall back there, and I'm like. Everyone, when they do come every once in a blue moon, the first thing they do is walk straight into the back, put their crap down, and then walk back to the front and come say, hey. And I'm like freaking out now because I'm like, dude, Ken's going to walk in. He's going to walk back there, see that thing dangling from the back door, and I'm going to lose my job.
Who brought it?
Kane.
Oh.
Yeah, Kane did.
I thought it was like a whole group.
It was Kane, and I think maybe Mickey and Rob actually, I think, did too.
Really?
Yeah, Rob worked for me. That's how me and Rob... Well, I met Rob in high school. And then Rob, I gave him a job. He worked for Jack's in town and hated it. And he was really... I needed an employee, and he was really charismatic. He was a really nice guy. And I gave him his first job. I gave him his first real job. And he destroyed it. Like, he did so good. They immediately got him out of my store, put him in the best store in the whole country. Like, it was... That's how he got to start. But... Back to the ding dong hanging from the back door. So there's this big ding dong hanging from the back door in the back. And so I'm sitting around and I'm like waiting for him to like go back there, and he doesn't immediately go back there. He like hangs out front. He's like, oh, did you see the new season of Destiny? Yeah. Like we're like talking and this and that. And I'm freaking out, like, and I'm with a customer actually. Somebody had walked in and was paying their bill. So I can't get up and just like immediately run back there and like get rid of it all of a sudden. I'm like having to like, like talk to him while I'm like paying the bill. So I get done paying the bill. Here comes my boss. And he's got somebody else with him. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like freaking out now. Like they're gonna walk in the back and see this thing dangling from the back door. And they do. They walk, my boss and this guy that he's brought comes immediately, goes straight to the back room, almost like they knew it was there or something. And all you hear is my boss go, "What the f-?" And like, you knew he found it. So he comes out and he's like, "Dude, do we need to talk about something?" I'm like, "Well, this is incredibly embarrassing, but my buddy, it's my birthday. My buddies played a joke on me. They played a prank. They bought me a big giant ding dong for my birthday as a joke, and they dropped it off. I put it in the back. I should have put it in my car. I'm sorry, you know, whatever." And Ken goes back there. He's laughing so hard. He thinks it's so funny. And we're all, you know, it's this big old laugh fest about the whole thing. And the other two, come to find out, my boss is no longer going to be my boss anymore. He's coming to introduce me to my new boss. So I got introduced to the new boss with that going on. His whole introduction to me is there's ding dong hanging from my back door in the back. And then the funniest part of all of it is Rob, my employee, had brought a pump airsoft shotgun over. And he was meeting somebody up there who's going to sell it at the store. Like somebody had met somebody online who's going to sell it to him at the store. Oh, it's sitting in the back. And my boss comes out and he's like, "We got a problem, dude. We got a problem." I'm like, "Bigger than the ding dong in the back? Like, what do you mean we got a problem?" He's like, "You can't have this, dude. Come back here." And he like points at the airsoft shotgun. I'm like, "It's an airsoft shotgun. What are you talking about?" I was like, "No, big no-no. Big no. Like, you could lose your job for this." And I'm like, and literally the funniest part of all of it is Ken, the black dude, the liaison to AT&T, like the corporate guy that they would get in trouble for with it, the whole reason. He's like, "So you're telling me you don't care about the gigantic penis hanging from the back room back there, but the airsoft shotgun, that's a problem. We can't have that." I think y'all got your priorities wrong, but you know, you do what you do, dude. You do what you do. And they ended up leaving me off for all of it, but God, that was the most embarrassing thing I've ever had happen to me in my entire life is that. Good Lord.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've done some crap and seen some crap.
What are those Levi workwear pants? Are they chinos or?
They're canvas.
That's not a style.
Put utility. A carpenter. Carpenter's a style, yeah, a carpenter. $7.99. They're big boys. Well, that was story time from my days of that.
I was asking, do you guys have random pricing on clothes, or how do you price?
I try to go a little bit lower than what I see them going for, or if I have like the only thing, if I'm like the only person that has that thing or it's rare, I go a little bit higher because I do ask offer on there, and a lot of times people won't buy anything unless they feel like they're getting a deal. So they'll send me an offer, and I go off a bought and sold item. So like if there's a bunch of them sold for this price, I try to be somewhere around that, if not a little bit lower. If there's a bunch of it sold, more that's sold than listed, I'll be a little bit on the higher end. Do I use Terapeak? I've never heard of Terapeak. What's that? What is Terapeak? I am intrigued. Inform me. What we're talking about just then when she's asking me numbers, we were talking about shipping prices. What?
Therapy is a pricing tool inside eBay.
Inside what?
eBay.
No, I've never used Terapeak. Is it the market price thing where it'll do like market price research for you and give you numbers and stuff like that? Or is it like the suggested price whenever you're doing it? Because if it is, that has been horrifically off for me a lot of times, because it goes off of certain keywords and it's not necessarily what you're looking at. eBay's, from what I've seen, eBay's like suggested price thing is way too high or way too low almost always. I have never had any luck out of it. I go off of actual bought and sold listings, like how many have been sold, how many are, if you do any kind of research, you do any kind of stuff like this, if you're in the business with it, sell-through rate. I go off sell-through rate. And then on that sell-through rate, I just go off of like, well that, and I sell a lot of the same stuff over and over again. Like I target certain things. So I kind of know how long it took me to sell that thing, how much I typically sold it for. Like I sell a lot of Patagonia baggies. Like I get a hold of a lot of baggies. And it also is seasonal too. Like I'll sell towards the beginning of summer, I'm selling baggies for $30 used, depending on if they were lined or unlined, and if they were the, let's see, quantity sold within a given range. Yeah, you can do it for that. I really don't even trust that. I do straight up. I try to use as few. My tip for that would be, I try to use as few keywords that accurately match what I'm looking at when I'm searching things. Because the more you use, the more you're going to lower it down, and you're going to make your pool much lower. But I try to use as few keywords as I can, how many sold, how many listed, and then go the averages off of what I'm seeing like recently.
Except that, yeah, the average price is not good. I use it to see quantity sold within given range.
Yeah, for the quantity thing, I still go off the old school, I search bought and sold. I think it's more accurate. Okay.
I got it. Take a break from it.
Bought and sold. I go off straight up. I didn't do any of the measurements for these, I don't think. No, I did not. Got distracted. I find that that's the best way to go about it, just straight up searching it. I tried making a bot in Chat GPT, but it did not work out very well. The problem is, and I think, I'm sure eBay is using AI as well. They've probably been using it for a minute for that statistic. It just doesn't, there's too much nuance when it comes to pricing. Like, so for instance, like right now I'm doing a pair of North Face Aphrodite pants, right? Well, North Face Aphrodites have it depends on how well they sell, and the pricing you really put on them depends on the sizing. If they're on these, I'd have to look. On the other things, sometimes the larger sizes do not sell as well. You have to put them for a lower price. Sometimes the lower sizes do not sell as well. I find most of the time,
They recently made a Chrome extension that helps bring up all tabs for pricing. I created it for my eBay team.
well, that's cool. You do eBay for your job? Like you're sounds like you do some software engineering. Oh, Jesus Christ, Briar, what are you doing? I'm not putting them on for you, boy.
He tried to call me and talk about the book, and I told him I haven't read the book and we're streaming.
Ah, I see how you got a hold of it. Aren't you supposed to be at work, boy? It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Work.
Yeah, what are you doing at work? Is this why doors keep flying off of planes? I'm just joking. God, we had a lot of people in here for a long time tonight.
Rar, what's your picture?
Maybe a dog.
Is that a dog?
I don't know.
I can't tell.
Did I get that measurement? Zill, how accurate do you feel your extension is? Does it just tell you the amount of them sold versus the amount of them listed? Does it give you average pricing and stuff like that? Like, what'd you make it with? Oh dang, we can't see it. You took it off.
Got 12 people in here. Y'all getting wild on a Saturday night.
Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning. You must be West Coast talking to you. Because it's, what, midnight for you in the West Coast? If you're in the West Coast? If you are in the West Coast, did you ever get your tsunami, or did that not ever show up? No, I got you. That's cool. Yeah, I will say, so I saw you said something about IT. Do you use it for like IT electronic, like IT gear and stuff like that? Because I will say, when it comes to pricing and trying to price things, clothing is a whole nother monster than any other category in eBay. Like, you can look up, if you want to know how much your iPhone 12 Pro is worth, you can look up sold and listed iPhone 12 Pros. Whereas, like I was saying, with these, unfortunately, like, it varies from sizing, color, if they're capris or they're pants. Like, there's so much nuance in between what would cause it to sell for what price. Jesus Christ, dude. Freaked me out on the flying thing, man. We got that long flight coming up. If you flew over to Japan, and you obviously didn't freak you out that much, so I guess it's just something we deal with, huh? What shirts? The shorts, you can do $5.99 on those. It's taken me a long time. Like, I'm going on 2 years doing this now, and it's taken me a long time to pin down how I price things and why I price things for what and whatnot. It's there's a lot of nuance in the clothes game. I can't see it very good. That's why we were asking. It almost looks like a weird thing for IT equipment. This sells for X and this sells for X. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's the best way to do it. I mean, that's like my dad. He does IT work. He does kind of like, well, he's a mainframe mid-range computer repair technician. So he'll do. Sorry. Sorry. We had to, I used camo cam to do my, yeah, it's good now. Yeah, I used camo cam to do the camera on here, and it is, yeah, whenever my phone had died, I had to use her phone. When I did it, I forgot to swap the outputs for the audio device. So it was going off of my Yeti microphone in the back, which there's no way it could have hurt me. Cool thing is though, we got a wider camera now too though. We got a wider point of view. Because this camera has ultra wide lens on it. And this one does not. It's an old grandma phone. Baby. Huh? Yeah, they're relaxed boot cut. Boot. Yeah, her phone's on the charger now. I put it on there. Yeah, I forgot to put the other one. Well, you can't. I'm using a gimbal. I don't know if I showed. No, you hadn't been over since I got these. I got a fancy. I got one. You're gonna get me copyright struck. Huh? Is the audio working again? Oh, Jesus. Oh, she must be going back and scrubbing. That's what she is, because I was wondering why it popped. What I'm seeing on her screen over there is different than what I'm seeing on the monitor over here. But I got one of these. Actually, I got two of these. I won that one on eBay, and I got this one. I got this one off Amazon before I won that one on eBay. But the way it's a gimbal, so like usually it's got an AI tracker on it, and usually I have it where I can walk around and it'll like track me. But you can't have it plugged in if you do that. It'll freak out the gimbal, and it'll end up like the phone will end up flying up and stuff. It does weird stuff. So I usually don't plug it in while it's on the gimbal. But since I have it just stationary in the corner this time, there's no point in it. Might as well. God, I wonder how many views we've gotten off of this. This has been a heck of a stream. There was like 30-something people in here for a long time earlier. It must have cut the audio out whenever it was going on. Dang, we're up to 129 subs.
How much?
129.
129 subs?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we have like 12 off of this one. 13. That was a lot. Cool. Yeah. Dang, I don't know if I did my dailies on my game. I didn't realize it passed 3 o'clock. Yeah, I know, right? It's been a long time. I know, it's been a long time. I saw that the other day, I was like, dang, it's been forever. Did you figure out what SKU those were?
Yeah.
Okay.
At AZ Central Store.
Yeah, that makes sense.
These halls for fans is pretty on. They're all new with tags.
No, I didn't mean to do that. Put new tag. It automatically, the listing is automatically pre-owned on all those. I basically never have new tag stuff.
New with tags.
Yeah, new tags.
What's the little crown thing?
What little crown thing?
Up at the top.
I have no idea. Oh, it's who's contributing to Yeah, who's talked the most and been the most engaged in it. On what? $9.99. I'll tell you something else I've noticed. If you're somebody looking for tips on how to do eBay, you need to your main picture needs to be a square, not rectangular. 'Cause like these right here. Oh, really? What one? or something like that. I do that sometimes. Ranch wear. Walls ranch wear. What size are they? Amazing, it does not say.
Gotta keep
34.30. 34.30, huh? Well, baby, if you're tired, come on, bud. I'm gonna finish up this one. I might do one or two more. We've done a bunch. We got a bunch done. Yeah.
That's why I'm not gonna get a bed.
We got to do tomorrow.
Cool.
Ain't a lot.
It is a lot. Good, clean. You ain't gonna let me sleep.
This is true. I'm really genuinely surprised we able to look up.
It's fine. If you
Very
did
tired.
not nap today.
Totally good. Alright, I'll bring it up.
Good night, everyone. Enjoy talking with you, hanging out. Do it again. I gotta go to bed because I'm tired.
It's coming up on 4 in the morning for us, and we've been up since probably 4 in the morning yesterday. So really, in all honesty,
Yeah.
we very rarely get any sleep. Up to you, baby. That's up to you, baby. You know me, I don't care. Bother me. I like the way you stink. Love you, Mosties. You got the thing on over here still, right?
Yeah.
I can hear it if it goes off.
Okay.
Hey, Mosties. Still a couple people still left. Where's everybody from? You off break yet, Briar? You still working? I'm about ready to call it. We've been streaming for climbing up to 4 hours now. And it is 3:32 in the morning. Well, hello, a couple of people that have joined us. It's 3:34 in the morning for us right now. Where is it where you're at? Shoot, it says 12 people. I don't know why it takes a second to update. Well, it says we got 2 likes too, and I don't understand that. I know we got more than that. It's so weird at what it decides to show and not show on here. 9 now, yeah. Oh. ladies and gentlemen, I think I am going to call it for the night. If you've been sticking around and hanging out with us, I appreciate it, because there's been somebody here for forever. Nobody's been talking. And if you're watching this later, we're probably going to try to stream again tomorrow night. So, hit like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers, and then after that, 500. So, we appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. If you enjoyed our chit chat and whatnot, if you want to come by later on and ask questions about eBay reselling and all that stuff, feel free to do so. I'm gonna walk in here and I'm gonna cut this thing off. Y'all have a good night.